Hey everybody, Geb here, and welcome to part 3 of how to make floating islands in Minecraft. In this episode, I'll be showing you how to put caves and ores in your island in the least stressful way possible. Now, the first step for this is pretty much going to be to get rid of all the trees and grass and turn the whole thing into a big block of stone. So to do this, you can just kind of come down here, and I'm going to go ahead and put myself a few steps ahead, and I'm going to select one block outside of the island all the way for the bottom and top. How I do this is I just kind of look at the furthest out edge here and make it kind of thin but still visible. Alright, you see I did the same thing over there, and I'm going to go ahead and drop down to the bottom here and do the same thing there. Alright, and then you type //POS1, select that one, and we're going to go ahead and move it over to the other side. So on the other side, you do pretty much the same thing. Get yourself one block outside, and then type //POS2. Now we're going to do //replace dirt, grass with stone, and turn that all back to stone, and then //replace tree, leaf with air. If you have flowers, I suppose you should take care of that too. Alright, so now you'll have a nice blank block of stone again. Now's a good time to go ahead and clean up anything that you think looks funny. And once you've cleaned everything up to your satisfaction, you're going to go ahead and move a little bit out, and you're going to replace all of the air with bookshelves. So //replace air bookshelf. The reason you're doing this is because you're creating an inverse of your island to paste on a naturally generated terrain. That way you don't have to put much effort into where you put your caves and ores and everything. It's kind of already done for you. After you've replaced the air with bookshelves, you're going to go ahead and type //replace stone air, so that you have a nice hollow spot inside your island. So as you can see, I have an exact inverse of my island in here. Now's also a good time to look around and see if there's any errors in here. Sometimes you'll have holes that go all the way through your island, and this is an absolutely amazing way to find them. So it gives you another opportunity to clean things up a little bit inside and make sure that you aren't going to come up with any surprises. Once you've cleaned up inside of here, you can go ahead and find where you dug in and bring yourself right on back out. You can plug up this hole if you want. I like to. It's not really all that important because you can just get rid of those blocks manually later on. Now that you've gotten your inverse made, you can go ahead and move down to one corner of it, and it's a good idea to take note of which corner you're on. And you're going to go ahead and come all the way down to the bottom of it. Just dig out a couple blocks for you to stand in. This lets you know exactly where you're pasting it, which tends to be a little bit helpful. And you're going to go ahead and type //copy. Now would be a good time to save this as a schematic. //schematic save I love Geb, or some other name you can remember. This is so that when you go to a new world, you can just load it with //schematic load I love Geb and not have to worry about your clipboard being messed up. Alright, so once you're at naturally generated terrain, you're going to go ahead and dig yourself down to be 2 blocks above bedrock, and just stand in there and type //paste and then -A. -A is so that it doesn't replace the stone with the air in your template. Okay, so once you've done that, you can go ahead and select your block of bookshelves, and for this you're going to have to dig out the other corner depending on how tall your selection was. Alright, so once you've found the opposite corner of your block, you're going to go ahead and set that as the second point of your selection, and you're just going to type //replace bookshelf air. Alright, and then that'll go away, and you'll be left with an island floating in the middle. Now is also a good time to expand your selection a few blocks in every direction. So //expand I'm going to call it 10, and I just move around. Once you've expanded it a few blocks in every direction, you're going to go ahead and / replace gravel, and then water and lava, which are going to be 8, 9, 10, and 11, so that you get all of it, with air. And the reason you're doing this is so that you don't have any blocks that are going to just jump out at you, and you aren't going to have any problems with the with lava and water in your selection. So I'm going to go ahead and contract it back those 10 blocks. So / contract 10, and I'm just going to stand here and / copy, move out a little bit, and paste it out in the open. And soon enough, I'll have my island floating here. From here, you're going to go and select your island again, / POS1. It's not so important that you get a tight selection this time around. Just make sure that you got the whole thing. / POS2. Once I've selected that, I'm going to go and look at the top of my island and look for any outlaying ores and go ahead and change them over to stone. This just gives me a nicer finish on the island once I naturalize it. Alright, after cleaning that up, we're going to go ahead and / naturalize to give us a nice grass covering, and then do a little bit of forest gen. So / forest gen / unstuck, and I'm going to come over here and do that again right about there. Okay, from here we're going to go ahead and get ourselves some bone meal and put some nice flowers and grass on the island just to really finish it out. Okay, and that's part 3 of how to make floating islands in Minecraft. If you liked the video, please leave a like, maybe even subscribe. Come join us at minecraft.shockslayer.com or visit my website, ttsgab.net. If you want more, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching.